Happy holidays! Hello everyone, it's Robin here, and I'm super excited to see you all today because I'm really excited for today's video. Not only will I be updating my reading journal for November, which is always fun, but I'm doing it in collaboration with my friend Tracie over at Midwest Craft Chat. Now, last month, Tracie and I did a collaboration with our reading journals. She shared on her channel how her reading journal is set up, and I updated my reading journal for October. So I will put links down below if you missed those. Please go check them out. We plan on doing this as an ongoing collaboration, so you can expect to see these reading videos monthly, which is super fun. So I'm excited to get ready. Like I said, I have my Kindle here. I have my reading journal in my holiday planner, and I'm just excited. Look, they're all over the place. So let's just flip the camera down and get this going. So we're all set to update my reading journal, which I put in my holiday planner under the section titled Fun, because you know that is fun. And then under Fun I have books. So we're just going to go straight there and get this started. And I'm going to go page by page. So I read 2 books this month, which is great because I'm getting a little bit back on track. This is my Goodreads goal page, and we're just going to start there. The 2 books I read were the Matthew Perry Friends, Lovers, and The Big Terrible Thing. And I also read Love Light Farm, so I'm getting a little up on my holiday reading starting off. So these are the 2 books that we will be working with. So I read the Matthew Perry book. I actually read it in Audible. So I have this color-coded, so I'm going to use my purple. It's my 17th book, and I'm going to put this right down here in this purple color, so I know that was an audiobook. I do tend to like to read memoirs or autobiographies as audiobooks because they're often read by the person. So Matthew Perry is the Audible for this book, and that does definitely make a difference. So Love Light Farms, I did it as a Kindle, so I did it on my Kindle. So we're going to use this color right here to mark off number 18, and that is the beginning of my holiday reading for sure. So there we go, 18 books. We are moving along. So my monthly stats here, this is where I write the books read. So I read 2 books. And the pages turn. Now, for my Audible books, I just go on and find out how many pages of the physical copy, and I add those together. Let me grab that. Okay, so I have that number. It's 604 pages for November. So we have 1 month left, which, well, we're in now, and I'm really excited. Really excited. So next we have the books read, my bookshelf, and I really like this. This is where I get to start putting these book covers in, which I love seeing. I size these so that they're consistent. So the height of the books that I use in here are 1.5 inches tall, and the height of these books up here are 2 inches tall. So I read this book first, so I'm going to place that right there. I just grabbed these off of oftentimes I'll go to Amazon and pull the book cover image from there. You can do Google search, and you might be able to also get them from Goodreads. So I put them on sticker paper. I don't have a fingernail, so I'm having difficulty undoing this. But you can also put it on regular paper. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. So we will put this here. Love Light Farms is by B.K. Borison. So look, that's looking really nice too. Okay, next page. These are my 5-star reads. So we will wait until I rate it to see if one of these books will go in my 5-star reads. But we're going to go to this bookshelf. This one I have color coded by month. I'm using color pencils. We're in November, so I'm going to color this down here to show that this is the color for November. I thought this was kind of a tealish color. I guess it is. Well, it's fine. And I read 2 books, so I'm going to go ahead and, well, let me write the titles in first and then color them. So I'm going to pull this off of here to make it a little easier. And sometimes I abbreviate the writings, so we'll just go with this. There we go. Okay, that looks really cute. Yeah, look at that. So let's put this back in my reading journal section. I drew this bookshelf out. It was really fun on dot grid. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. So this is where I'm writing sort of my review or recap a little bit of the book. And we're on this page here. I'm actually going to take this out, but you saw kind of what I'm doing. And I have it set up here, but this is where I can write down information about the book to help jar my memory of what some of these books were about when I'm talking about it with people. So I have like the title up here, the type of book it was, who the main characters or who it's about, the page number, how I read it. And then I like to write 3 things about the book. So that's what we're going to do now. And my first book then was Matthew Perry, and then it was Lovelight Farms. And I have some washi because this is how I like to separate all my books. So I'm going to start putting this in right here. Okay, so I have all the washi laid in. I think these blend well with these books, and now I can go ahead and write a little bit about them and talk about the books. So the first book I read was Matthew Perry's Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. And I had this in my Audible, and when he passed away, I just felt like that was the time to read it. So let me go ahead and write the title in here. It was kind of a hard read sometimes, but I did appreciate his stories and his journey for sure. It was a harsh one. He had a harsh journey. And you know what I learned from reading this is that you really never know what someone's carrying with them. So this book I did in Audible. So let me pull this. And again, like I mentioned, if I'm doing a memoir or a autobiography, I do like to do it in Audible if it's in the voice of the person, because that makes a lot of sense. So this was a memoir. He talks about his addiction and his career and his time on Friends and the movies he made and everything that was happening around all of that. And it was 272 pages. So we have that. And I also like to write 3 things about the book, and I usually also star the book, but I don't feel right reading a book, and I don't really like to rate memoirs or autobiographies because it feels like I'm judging a person, because it really is about their life, and however a person's life is, that's how their life is. And I'm also not going to write 3 things about the book, but I am going to write a quote that was in the book that resonated with me. So let's go for that. And the quote is, "I didn't need an Oscar, I just needed one more day." And this is in reference to him talking about when he was in rehab and watching Julia Roberts, whom he dated for, I believe, a year or a little over a year. And she won an Oscar for Erin Brockovich. And he was truly happy for her. But the quote also came from, in the beginning of his career, all he wanted was to be famous and to be a star. And when he's in rehab at this point, he's realizing too, I didn't need an Oscar, I just needed one more day. And I thought that was very profound. And he was a very brilliant, funny man. So I'm happy I read his memoir, and it's just learning how to know that people don't often show outwardly what they're going through too, and maybe to be sensitive to that type of thing. So that was that book. The next one, we're switching gears just a little bit, is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison, which this book, if I can pull this apart, is a holiday book, and it is in a series. Oops, wrong one. The Love Light series. So this is the first book. Now I do love a good series. So if I get involved in one, especially when I enjoyed it, which I did, that makes me very happy. There's 4 books in this series. So let's go ahead and write a little bit about this. Okay, so this is Love Light Farms, and it is about Stella and Luca. And I read this on my Kindle. I'm really loving my Kindle. It makes it really easy to read for me, especially at night before I go to sleep, which is very nice. It was 332 pages of pure holiday fun. And I'm going to list my 3 things down here. I'm going to list 1, 2, 3 because I'm going to write 3 things about this book. And I also want to do my star rating, which I will put right here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, kind of messed up a couple of times, but that's what we have the whiteout for. So, Love Light Farms. It is friends to fake dating to lovers. So that is a fun one to read. Friends to lovers and fake dating in the middle. That's fun. It is a Christmas tree farm plus raccoons plus money. So Stella and Luca are the friends that have to do the fake dating. That's who turns into the lovers. They've known each other for years. And Stella runs a Christmas tree farm that is being overrun by some raccoons, and she's having money trouble and all of those good things. So we have that. And it's just fun. It's very holiday. In fact, it is a small town holiday romance, which this time of the year is the best. That's why I'm giving her 5 stars, because I just really enjoyed this. And I'm really excited that there are 3 other books in the series, and I looked ahead, and the next one has to do with another set of characters who we meet during this book. So I think that's what's going to happen, is that we get to stay in this town a little bit longer and have some more kinds of fun. So let's get the planner and put this in here and see. Oh, we have to put this in the 5-star reads. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so I feel like I have things all over my desk, which is really fun for a reading journal. Yeah, let's find my 5-star reads. That will be fun. I get to add another book. And here she is right here. And we will add the book cover for Love Light Farms. This one I do size also at 1.5 inches. And let's put this, let's put it down here to kind of balance this situation out. Yes. So we have November down in the books, and now we can focus on all of the December holiday goodness of reads, because that's what my reads are for December. And I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited to go check out Tracie's reading journal update over at Midwest Craft Chat. This collaboration has been a lot of fun because it's keeping me on track with my reading, but also I get to see what she's doing with her reading and how she's doing her reading journal, which is really fun. I will put a link down below to Tracie's channel and to her video that we're doing today, and I hope I see you all there. What are you reading this month? Are you reading any holiday reads, or what are you reading? I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!